They need to fire Jennifer Hudson and put you on that stage. You're so good at your job. Because I wasn't going to talk about any of those things.
Really?
Nah. Hell no. So you are good at what you do, honey.
Everybody says that. They're like, why did you make me speak about these?
I was not going to touch, not even my dad. No.
Really?
No ways. You are so good at your job.
And you made it tasteful too. You made it tasteful.
I would say that he was my first love, and he was just such an intriguing character. He was smart, and he dressed well, and he smelled great, and he had my kind of dark sense of humor.
Yes.
And I loved that, like, we became friends immediately. Like, I didn't feel like, when I was with him, I didn't feel like I was on a date with a man or on a date with a boy. I felt like I was with my boy. Like, what's up, dog? Type of thing. And I'd never had something like that before. And also, I was really attracted to him.
Yeah.
And he tailored himself. I now know that he wasn't even 80%, if not probably all of what he pretended to be. He tailored himself. I suppose he probably observed me for a while as well, and started to tailor himself into more and more of the type of person that he thought I wanted.
Yes.
And so the more our relationship evolved, the harder I fell, because he was getting to know me. So he would, make things up or play a role to make me even more, in love with him.
Yeah.
Looking back now, in retrospect, I realize that's pretty much what he did. But I did fall hard, Shem. Those feelings were real. Like, I fell hard. And the relationship wasn't always bad, we had some good times. In the end, it was terrible. Worst relationship of my life. But for the most part, well, in the beginning, it was bliss. It was pure bliss. It was really like a proper love encounter for me. And yeah.
When I remember the day where I don't know what I was doing randomly online, and I see a video of you. I'm like, oh, okay, I haven't seen her in a while.
Lord.
And in this video, I got sucked in because it was a long video, and I was just like, yo, Kana, we don't know what people are walking around with. We don't know what people are dealing with.
Yeah.
So for those who didn't get a chance to see that video, talk us through what transpired when bliss started to no longer be bliss. Because, at the beginning of a relationship, it's very easy to show the best parts of yourself.
Yeah.
And then when the mask falls, which it always will for everybody, because you have your public self, your private self for the people that are in your inner circle, then you have your secret self that you only show yourself. But as soon as the masks start falling and you start to see a person for who they are, things can be very different. So what happened? It was bliss, and then what happened?
Oh, okay. A disclaimer.
Yes.
I don't want to dwell too much on this topic. Not because I'm going to talk about it, because I think that we need to talk about it. I want to unpack it. But I also decided, like, after that whole life situation, that I don't want to be the poster child for this story.
Yes.
Because now it feels like people talk about this more than they do about, like,
your music.
My music.
Yes.
It's just shifted the focus. So that's why I'm just like, I want to keep it brief.
Yes, please, by all means, right. As brief as you would like it to be.
Okay, cool. So, sorry, what was your question again?
Okay, let's take a deep breath.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
So, in essence, you truly fell in love for the first time.
Yes.
But the relationship took a twist, which drove you to go live on Instagram.
Yes.
And reveal the fact that you were in an abusive relationship.
Yes. Yeah. So all of this happened over a time span of, I met him in 2017. I did the live in 2022. So that's
5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
Yeah, roughly 5 years. So, and also there's like breaks in between because we had been broken. By the time I did the live, we'd been broken up for about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and it can take that long to
wanna speak
yes,
out.
yes.
Yeah. So I met him in 2017. We fell head over heels in love. I would like to believe it was mutual because we were both crazy about each other. And it was a great relationship for about a typical, you meet somebody, you fall in love, you have fun together, the relationship's going well for about 6 months. And then a few months after that, we started arguing. It started with arguments, and then arguments turned into threats, and then threats turned into physical abuse.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think once the abuse started, the relationship was doomed from then onwards, even though we both did hold on. But I feel like once the physical abuse started, the relationship was doomed.
And there's something you said, as you're talking, I remembered something you said, which was so powerful and I think affirming for other women who might have gone through what you did. What you said was, the worst part is that this person abused you, then he'd go off. Now you're in this state of vulnerability. And the only person you need
was him.
Is the same person who put you in that position.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, that is why abusive cycles continue. Because people don't understand and they'll say, well, if he was so bad, why didn't you leave? It's like, you don't understand the complex layers of the fact that somebody hitting you doesn't instantly make you not love them.
Yes.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It does not instantly make you not love them.
There's a quote by Lauryn Hill where she was doing the speech at Harvard years ago, and she goes, sometimes you're in a situation with somebody and that person is beating you and you don't realize that the person that's beating you is in more pain than you are. And I was like, and I'd always held on to that. I'd always, remembered that statement that she made, and I suppose I used it as a crutch for our relationship, for my relationship with him as well. That he grew up traumatized. He had a complicated childhood. He's stressed at work. He's taking care of everybody in his life. He's got a lot going on. So I'm the closest person to him. He's just taking it out on me. I had many excuses when it came to that. So yeah, it was. I know now that it was doomed the minute he put his hands on me, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to unsee or unexperience that. And trauma is just, I've had trauma before, because I've had childhood traumas. Trauma just doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't. But I didn't know that at that time.
What was the final thing that made you say, I'm done? Because we know it doesn't just happen like that overnight. What was the final straw? And sometimes people think a final straw is a big thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes the final straw is maybe the way somebody was breathing at breakfast, where you're like, I can't. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I think sometimes people want a person to be like, the day he almost killed me was when I was done. But it isn't always that.
Yeah, he went to Montreal to the jazz festival, which was something that we were planning, me and him were planning to do together.
Yeah.
And he went to the Montreal Jazz Festival for his birthday with another woman. And he claimed that he was going to Montreal for business, only to find out that he was attending the jazz festival that week with his business partner.
So how did you discover?
I figured it out. He took pictures with Quincy Jones. He went to certain places. And also the thing is, like, he's not a very good liar. He was not a very good liar. So I could pick up when he would lie. Because also we were living together. So he would lie to other people while I was there. Like, he'd lie on the phone while I was there. So you pick up on stuff like that. So I knew that he was lying to me as well. I was aware. So I think by the time he got back, I was just like,
nope.
Yeah, there's nothing here. There's really nothing here.
What was the reason you decided to speak about it when you did?
I felt so weak, babes. I felt like a nobody.
can I replace the word weak with vulnerable?
Vulnerable.
Yes, because I still think the fact that firstly you're alive, thank God you survived.
Yeah.
That a lot of people will feel like freezing or fawning is weakness, which also I'm of the belief that sometimes God positions you in a way and does things in a way to protect you. Because let's say the fighter in you did come out. One of you might not have your lives right now. You know what I mean? And it's scary.
And I've heard horror stories like that.
It's scary.
So that's true.
It's scary. But I want to focus on how did you start building yourself out of that space, which, depression, feeling like you always need something to help you just get through a day.
Yeah.
Probably waiting by the phone for some development, for something. How did you get out of that? I know there are lots of people who are watching that maybe are finding themselves in that situation of like, not necessarily an abusive relationship, but just feeling like the rug has been pulled from under you and you are just like, what the fuck?
Well, for me, I was lucky. I got busy, So after I did that live, the bookings came in, other opportunities came in. People wanted to sponsor my music, my sessions, stuff like that. So I got busy. I was lucky in that sense. They need to fire Jennifer Hudson and put you on that stage. You're so good at your job. Because I wasn't going to talk about any of those things.
Really?
Nah, girl. Hell no. So you are good at what you do, honey.
Everybody says that. They're like, why did you make me speak about these?
I was not going to touch on even my dad. No.
Really?
No ways. You are so good at your job.
Yeah, you
made it tasteful too. You made it tasteful.
Look, here's my thing. I'll always let people talk about what they feel comfortable
with. Yeah.
So that's why sometimes when people are like, please send the questions, I'm like, I don't know what the questions are going to be until I'm in the conversation.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know because we will just see where the conversation goes.
Yeah. No,
and it could be it could be anything.
Can you imagine if she had wine in another hour? Can you imagine? No, honestly, can you imagine if you had like wine in another hour? Babes, people would be revealing their deepest, darkest secrets. You might, as the serial killers, might reveal where their dead bodies are.
If they do that.
If they do, they'll be like, in 1997, I buried my first husband right next to my roses.
Has she done her pictures? Okay, let's do...
Just want to do the sets behind the scenes. Oh, Sanalwam. Oh, no.
You survived a Relebogile interview.
Can you imagine? Sana, hey, I'm going to have to call my mom and tell her, Sana, okay, I told everybody some stories.
You need to tell you.
I let some cats out of the bag. You need to be ready to receive me. Sana Luam. This woman is so good at her job, guys. Listen, if she had like 1 more hour and wine, listen.
She would tell me where she buried the bodies.
Yeah. My first husband right next to my rose garden. Asha's entire confessions will come out. Confessions 5,000. None.
We are wrapped. Just finished shooting with Moneoa. It was such a solid day. We wrapped at the time that we said we would, and we were able to we were running a little bit late this morning. We got to catch up. I feel really good. My energy levels are in a good place. I didn't even need to drink a Red Bull. So now I'm just excited to go home, take off my makeup, cuddles with my son. And exciting times. Can't wait for you guys to see these episodes.